Right, we are back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of The Wise Guys. I am the beautiful looking, smart, intelligent Joseph.
And I'm the ugly ass son in the basement that nobody checks up on. But there's one sister that feels bad for me, so she brings me water every month. TJ.
And we're here. Welcome to another exciting episode of I was going to say The Boys. The Wise Guys. We're going to talk about The Boys. Actually, we're going to talk about something a little bit more peculiar because we were something that we talked about off screen that I thought it was kind of an interesting topic.
We really just want to talk about Homelander.
Honestly, yeah, that was like one of the main things, which is Homelander. But I think it was something that I saw on Twitter, and it was like the Mount Rushmore of like supervillains. Like, what would you rate in your top five? Obviously, I think we both have Homelander as like one at this point. It's kind of hard of a comparison. This might be like very like not a very big controversial statement that Homelander might be one of the best supervillains on TV right now.
Just villains,
Villains
period.
in general, yeah.
Because I was thinking, like, I just thought about it. I was like, granted, for like, I think he's only in it for 4 seasons, but I mean, like, is Joffrey like not one of the best villains ever? Like, I don't think he's Homelander, but I do think he's like up there though. Like, I think he's for like as many people that hate him, and as evil as he was,
say,
he absolutely has to be like top 5.
I would say he's. So I know he's in season 2, obviously.
Yeah, he dies in season 4.
Yeah. Because he dies, like, I think this episode, like, season 4, episode 2, I think? Or episode 3. It's one of those. Because, like, later on, it's, like, first of his name and, like, the laws of good and men. That's when he does the trial. So it's, like, somewhere between, like, episode 2 and episode, I would say, 4 or 5. But, King Joffrey, as much as I hate him, I don't know. That's a hard one. Because I told you Walter White from Breaking Bad, I think he's up there as one of the greatest supervillains.
But I don't think he's really a villain though. Like when you really
he's an anti.
Yeah, he's
villain.
Like I mean like straight up like pure evil. Like Gus in that show.
Oh yeah.
Like
Gus
know
is evil.
like but like and like he for sure is like up there for like villains type shit. Like that.
So would you say like Darth Vader or like Joker?
See like I think like it has to be between Heath Ledger's Joker, and like I think like that's what most people are gonna go to is Heath Ledger's Joker and Homelander.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, for what we've seen, and granted, like we only got one movie, Heath Ledger, so
yeah.
But like that's
but it's still
what makes
like
Homelander better.
But you know what's crazy about that? But the fact that the Joker only has. Heath Ledger's Joker is only in one movie that he still can stand up. Because I see like Thanos, I saw people put Thanos up there, which to me I think Thanos is a great anti-hero in a way, if that makes sense. Or like maybe he's a villain, but like he's not doing it for like the just the fuckery of it, if I guess that makes sense. Like, he's doing it because he wants balance in the world in his weird, fucked up mind. I'm still saying it's bad. I'm not saying he's bad, but I think he sees himself as, like, a savior.
Yeah. That's all villains, though. They all see themselves as, like, some type of savior.
I don't think the Joker does. I think he just really wanted to see the world burn. Like, that was literally all he wanted in this life. It's just...
But Homelander sees himself as some type of
Homelander does see himself, but not anymore. Remember, that was what's great about that last episode.
No, I still think he sees himself as, like, a savior. Like, I still do think so.
In a way, yeah, I would say. I just think he doesn't care what people think about him anymore.
I don't know. I think I still don't know because
Because like
I
if
think
he
we're gonna
did-
learn more about it as
but
the show.
I
but
think
I still think like he hasn't really lost everything just yet. So
I think once his son
yeah, like
is out of the
that's what
picture.
it's gonna like basically that's gonna be like his like like most like just bottom like you're at the bottom
Yeah.
in despair like that's gonna be the moment. But even still, like I still think like after that, like he's still gonna see himself as like the god of like
Yeah.
soups.
Yeah, I think that's one way of looking at. Yeah. So as far as like, well, I think I'm making the comparison with like Thanos is like, because Thanos is like, he Thanos will always be on the Mount Rushmore, but I think to me, I think Homelander will be number one, especially that last episode. I think that was one of the most disturbing episodes I think I've seen on television in quite a while, and even movies. Like for a villain to act that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like it felt intimidating. Like you felt small watching it.
Mm-hmm.
So like I couldn't I know he was an actor, but like I couldn't imagine being that person.
Yeah.
Like having to do like crazy shit.
Like bro, you burned somebody's dick off.
Yeah,
Like,
that was insane.
you killed an entire room of people in front of one person and then locked that person in that room.
And I think what made him insane was the fact that he tore everybody apart, but then he stretched out their bodies like in some Jeffrey Dahmer's serial killer type shit on the wall. So you can just look and see different body parts just smeared on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, dude, fuck. I think this guy's he's on that. If he hasn't tipped over, he's, as you said, it'll be probably his son.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the beginning block of he was already a villain to begin with, but his leap, in a sense, of his villain arc, the true villain arc, where he doesn't, not that he, I guess he still cares, I guess what people say, he's the savior of soups, but I don't think he cares as much as he once did, because that was the one thing that they were saying, oh yeah, we knew we couldn't control you, but we knew that's what brought the best psychologists around. That was them trying to control his emotions and his brain, which made him human, and that's the one thing he's trying to get rid of. I don't think that's possible, but I think he's gonna do whatever it takes. I don't know what the fuck Homelander's gonna do. He could kill Ryan for all I know.
Yeah.
Just so that he can. So that
not because of Butcher or something.
Yeah, just so that he could piss off Butcher and also detach himself from humanity.
That's really the only way.
Yeah, because that would be it. Because there's just nothing else that's holding him. That's the only thing that's anchoring him down to be the good soup. Because he just sees people as toys for his amusement.
Yeah. And I was telling you well, I didn't tell you, but I was mentioning this girl on New Rock Stars. She had this theory that made way too much sense, and I don't want to say it because it could most likely.
You can say it.
So she was saying that so Soldier Boy is Homelander's dad, right?
Yeah.
So she was saying that Stormfront is his mom because he doesn't know his mom, and I think they just say she was just some woman basically.
Yeah.
But they don't say who it is or anything, and we know that Stormfront and Homelander were or Stormfront and Soldier Boy were a thing back in the day.
Yeah.
And I mean she explained it more in the video. I'm just that was basically the gist of it.
Yeah.
And but if you watch the video,
it'll make more sense.
It'll make more sense. But
that would be kind of a trip, wouldn't it?
And I think that on top of finding out that Stormfront was his mom and them not telling him, and him possibly killing his son, which I mean that does make sense. Just to lose your humanity. I think that would really send him down
Past
all
the
right,
edge.
fuck everybody on this planet,
Yeah.
basically. Like, you know, like.
Yeah, because everyone thinks, because I think I saw a Screen Crushers thing about how Homelander could be president. I don't think he's going to be president. I think he's going to be the ruler. Like,
Yeah.
that's what
He'll basically just be like Napoleon of the world.
Yeah, I think
Emperor.
he's basically what's.
He'll be
I'm
God
not trying to
Emperor.
be political. I'm not, but I think he's gonna do January 6th
Yeah, oh yeah.
on all the
definitely-
soups. Like he's
Yeah.
gonna get on TV like the very last episode, and just be like, "We're taking over not just the White House but the world." And then all the soups are just like, "Well, fuck it. He's the strongest." Like, and he's saying we can.
Yeah.
So fuck it.
That's why, like, I think, like, that virus that they were talking about and Gen V and shit, like,
That's gonna play a huge part
role. Because that's, like, that may be, like, one of the only things, like,
that could kill him.
you know what I mean? Like I wonder, like if, like, Marie and, Newman, like, I
Yeah.
mean, they can, like, legit blow up body part. I don't know if they can do it to Homelander, but if both of them can do it.
Yeah.
And then, like,
That
whatever.
depends if Newman, if she.
Whatever the Butcher has going on with him.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he has that shit.
Yeah,
that,
I'm still wondering what the
destroyed
power
Ezekiel.
is.
So, yeah, it's like,
Because I think.
it blew up Ezekiel,
I personally think, because going off of the theory I just said about his son, I think what they're going to do with this season is build him, like, further on a couple of episodes, like, hey, you're going to be the one who has to kill your dad. And he's going to, like, you know, be sad about it and, like, have to go through all this, like, trauma and drama with it just for Homelander to do exactly what I just said, which is kill him. Also, chill. But, like, that's kind of where my mindset is with that. That's what I think is going to happen. I don't think it's going to be a happy ending for Ryan. I personally don't think it's going to be a happy ending for Butcher. I think Butcher might, because I don't know. I really don't see Butcher living past, because I know they're only going to season 5. So obviously at some point this is all going to have to end.
yeah.
So I don't think Butcher's going to live.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah, I just don't see a scenario where he does live. But that would be kind of satisfying in a way. Kind of fucked up, but it's a little satisfying.
Yeah.
But going off this long tangent, that's what makes Homelander one of the best supervillains ever.
Yeah, to get back. I forgot what we were even talking about, to be honest. But yeah, like, that. And we've had this going on 4 seasons of just Anthony Starr, and, like, specifically, like, this last episode of just, like, him just, again, like we were talking about in House of the Dragons, but I mean, like, this was just a masterclass in just facial acting. Like, you know, like, I felt like he's done it so much throughout this show of him just, like, being, like, so, like, he talks to you so condescendingly and stuff, but, like, he has a smile on his face the entire time, and then he kills you. And, like, he's done that throughout this entire season, but, like, specifically this episode where, like, he almost lulls you into, like, all right, maybe oh, no, never mind. You know, maybe there is something there. Like, no, there's not. Yeah. You know?
Dog,
like, maybe, like, this woman can, like, get to him. No, she can't. Like, there's nobody that can.
He, like, I think it was Ryan Airy who said, like, with this last episode, like, you kind of feel bad for Homelander in
You
a way,
absolutely do.
because you find out what they did to him. And it's like, damn, things were a little bit different. Like, you still think he's a piece of shit, but, like, you're just like, damn, just a little glimpse of, like, he should have grew up different.
Yeah, he should have had a better life.
He should have had a way
We wouldn't be
different
here.
life. Yeah, it was definitely a different experience.
If
for
he had a
him.
mom, we probably wouldn't be here.
Yeah, that's kind of what I got out of it, which is his life would have been completely different. But nope, we're down to this fucking path of destruction and chaos. Also, another thing too, I don't know if I brought it up to you. I brought it up to somebody. I forgot who it was. But as soon as I found out Homelander is the owner of Vought,
Yeah.
I would have fucking left.
Oh, yeah.
As one of those scientists, I would have fucking got the hell out of there.
Yeah.
I don't know why the hell they stayed.
Yeah.
I would have fucking left.
Maybe they don't know.
Yeah, maybe they
That's
did.
the only like that.
Like, if you would have heard that, I would have flew. Hey, chill. I would have flew the fuck away.
Like, I'm getting out of there, dude. Like,
Mm-hmm.
cause yeah, but maybe they just didn't know that. Like, oh yeah, I don't know, man. I have no idea. Like, I'm leaving. Like,
Yeah.
I will say though, like one thing that I find like so interesting about this show is I don't know if like there's been a show where like I don't like a lot of the bad guys in this show like they make you feel so bad for and
Yeah.
stuff. Like I find myself liking a lot of like the people you're not supposed to like on this show. Like Homelander. I don't like him, but like at the same time, like I love him.
Yeah.
You know, the deep. You're legit. He is legit an awful person.
Yeah.
But he is so fucking funny.
Black Noir.
I don't know like if he's really like black like bad. Like you
Yeah.
know like maybe like now like he's like now you're really starting to feel bad for what's his name
A-Train?
A-Train. You know.
Yeah, after all that shit that just going through.
You know what
Bro,
I mean?
episode 1 was so fucking funny. He told him, like, hey, A-Train. Oh, no, he said, deep, suck his cock.
Yeah.
I was like,
like,
yo. I think that was the A-Train's, like, tipping point. I think he was like, nah, dude, fuck this. I'm pretty much done with this.
Yeah. Like there's been so even like Stormfront, like she's legit a fucking Nazi, and like bro, I'm the entire time I'm like, bro, she's fucking hilarious. Like I love this character. Like I love this actress at least. Like yeah, like she is so fucking funny. Like
No.
I was like, man, like I just
To root for her. You know, honestly, not to get off too far. I mean, it's still the same thing. That's how I felt about Soldier Boy. Because, like, whenever you first learn about Soldier Boy, like, he's a piece of shit. He killed MM's family. Mm-hmm. And he did all this wild shit.
But he's hilarious.
But he's fucking hilarious, especially in Gen V.
Yeah.
When you find out that it was, what's-her-face's, like, secret admirer. Mm. Like, oh my fucking God. That shit was... that shit was great.
Yeah.
Also fucking insane. Speaking of Gen V, I forgot the girl that can read people's minds or whatever. Kate. Like, when you find out about, like, her abilities and stuff, and, like, you went through all the, like, kind of speaking of, like, the villain, because she was the villain of that show.
Yeah.
And you felt bad. Like, you really felt bad for her.
Really make you sympathize with her.
And then the very last episode, you're like, this bitch is fucking crazy.
Yeah. Like, yeah, they blew her hand off and shit.
Because she was like, nah, like, everyone on the bottom layer should
she was basically saying like what like Homelander's been thinking.
Yeah.
Like, and that's why like I was saying that like her and Sam are supposed to appear on the next episode.
Yeah, that's one of the things I was gonna try not to say like all spoiler alerts. I guess like
I feel like it's already been out there.
Yeah.
You know, like.
But now it makes me more anticipated because that's on.
Yeah, now I want to know. Yeah, Thursday. Like.
So like, that's our next episode too.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Works out perfect.
Yeah, and like now it really makes me like interested like what they got going on because we don't know like we just know.
Yeah, because now I'm wondering if is Butcher gonna find these? Like I don't think Butcher will, but somebody in the fucking boys is gonna find the rest of the people from Gen V.
Yeah.
Like that's just I just feel like
you would think.
I don't know where the fuck they're at, but I bet you they're in Vought.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I bet you're they're somewhere in the Vought Tower because I think of like Stormfront. Whenever she was there. Yeah. Like she was in a concealed room. Like she couldn't use her powers. That's how I kind of feel about this.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Like that's honestly what I was thinking. I was like, most likely.
Yeah.
So like some type of like vault facility.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like off.
Yeah, because isn't Gen V like funded by Vought?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that's kind of how I think about it. Which is like I think that's what's gonna happen. Like they're gonna find these people, like later on. I think they're gonna probably find them like in the season finale. Something because like apparently because like season 4 has to do with Gen V Gen V season 2.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So after this season, somehow the boys are gonna have to find these characters, and in order for them to continue their show.
Yeah.
So that's what's gonna happen. And then plus there's that one border, like Mexican boys season. That's
Yeah, they
coming
were
out.
talking about.
Apparently, yeah. And I don't know if that's gonna happen after season 5 or before season 5.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of hoping that it happens before, so that we have an idea, and then season 5 happens, and then it's pretty much over. I thought because I remember I watched read another report that said like they were going to continue season 5 afterwards, but I think all the executive producers at Amazon has said that they're stopping at season 5.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I saw that too.
Yeah, which is kind of a good thing. It's kind of bittersweet.
Yeah, but at least they kind of go. It seems like they want to end on their terms, so
Yeah,
I like that.
versus what we were talking about previously about Game of Thrones.
Exactly.
So I think that's kind of like a bittersweet, but at the same time, yeah, as long as it's satisfaction to this long journey, I kind of think it's really well worth it.
Which I think like they'll give us they'll give us something satisfactory. So.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think onto that. I know originally we were supposed to be talking about like all the ranking of like supervillains, but I guess.
Yeah, this is really just the boys.
Yeah, it was really much just the boys. I think like
Yeah.
Homelander I think it's pretty much just sealed the deal at this point of like Homelander's like one of the greatest, or the greatest supervillain. And we're only on season 4. There's still one more season.
Like
of
that's
him.
what's crazy about it. Like we still get one more season to like really like see him like, cause like again like we're and like if he does like what we're thinking he does, I think like that almost like legit solidifies it.
Yeah.
You know, because like we're already at the point where we think he is, but like
Yeah.
if he's only gonna get more sick and twisted. So
Yeah,
like
there-
he's legit. Like by the end of this show, if he's not already, he will legit be the greatest.
Yeah.
And that just says so much about Anthony Starr, the man playing him, because
Yeah.
he's just
Yeah.
from episode 1 has just legit not only commanded the screen, commanded your attention, but like he has just put on just a clinic, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and just like in emotion of just watching a man get more sick and twisted as the years go on. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and watching him go through like finding out that, you know, I'm getting older and shit.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Especially
like,
this season.
I just find it like so compelling. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like I don't know like if anybody like I'm sure there is, but like I just can't really imagine like too many other people like playing this role like this
No,
man.
it was meant for Anthony
Like-
Starr. There's a couple of villains that I can possibly say that kind of go in part. Obviously, you haven't seen this, but like Eren Yeager from like Attack on Titan. I think we said like Breaking Bad or Gus, but like I don't think they really compare to those two, in my opinion. We said Joffrey. I think Joffrey is a really good third, in my opinion, because Joffrey.
You said Joffrey or Ramsey too.
Oh
They're
shit! I forgot
both-
Ramsey.
They're both.
You know,
like-
honestly, between the two, I would have to say Ramsey.
yeah, he was more sick.
Yeah,
But then again, I'm watching.
Joffrey is a.
As I'm rewatching like season 2, and like I forgot that like he because I can rewatch it, bro. Like when he it's like his name there or whatever, and like Tyrion sends in like these 2 prostitutes, and he like tells them like to beat that girl and shit to death, and he's like as he's holding the crossbow, I'm like, oh my, I can't even watch that shit because I forgot how sick that shit was. Like I was like, dog, like
Okay, well, yeah.
this man is like.
Well, they can take 3 and 4.
But then again, like it's like, but this nigga Ramsey like cut Theon's dick off and called him Reek, like
Sinister.
psychologically tormented him so much that like he did like, bro, like that man didn't even want to get saved from like by his sister. Like,
yeah.
dog, like
Fucking evil.
like, bro, there are just some even Cersei on this show. Like, there
Yeah.
are some evil. Like, I don't think she's as evil as her
Those
son
two were
and
like
Ramsay,
the. Ramsey killed his father
yeah,
and his wife and the child so
Like,
that he could be king of the North.
made a bunch of hungry dogs eat them. Like, that's sick.
Yeah,
That is sick.
yeah. So I think they take 3 and 4, and I guess 5 is like a top. Oh, 5 is Joker. So like that's it for me. Cause I see Darth Vader. I'm like, Darth Vader's cool, but I haven't. Compared to these guys are fucking disgusting.
Yeah, like I don't even know like if he's like if I'm being completely honest, and I think like the lore, like and like the more like the comics and like the
Yeah.
games should really help out Darth Vader. But like if we're going off like just straight
What's
the
on screen?
movies,
Yeah.
like bro, like I just do like I'm like oh like I don't even think like he's like in the top like 20.
Yeah.
If I'm being completely like maybe he is like maybe I'm just being
Yeah.
I'm over exaggerating, but like no, I'm like bro, I don't even know if he's like in my top like 15, like
Yeah.
20, because I'm like bro, I could think of like a couple other like villains that like we just named
Fucking
like
Pain on Naruto.
bro,
That motherfucker is evil.
Madara.
Madara's fucking
Like
insane.
those is like way more evil. Like if I mean Cersei's more evil
Yeah.
and a better villain than Darth Vader. If we're being
They
completely
just
honest.
did him like on screen. They just haven't done him like complete justice until it's like. But you have to go off of like
yeah, you cut off your son's hand, but it's like okay,
like you destroyed
you know?
all these civilizations, but like we don't see it. We just hear about
Exactly.
it. Like
So
the
it's like-
only terrifying thing I've seen him in, like honestly, was like Rogue One.
that was good. That
Yeah,
was
like-
really good. I can't even front like that was fire.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Because like
Yeah,
I
was
loved, but it was different. It wasn't like terrifying, but like I loved that Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader on the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. I thought that fight was cool as fuck, but I never felt terrified.
Yeah.
Like the Rogue One, you felt like, oh shit, it is pointless.
right,
Like,
right.
You just that's all you felt.
Like
was
this
like,
shit is over. Like,
Yeah,
that,
like-
this little shit y'all had going on,
it's done.
done.
Like that was the only time I felt terrified.
Yeah.
So like, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Truly.
Yeah.
Cause I like, yeah, like during like the what would be New Hope,
yeah. Between-
Empire Strikes Back
yeah.
and the 6-1 and shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel scared by this nigga. Like I'm like, okay, he's this bad guy that's being controlled by another bad guy. So it's like I don't really care. Like,
Yeah.
or I care, but I'm like I'm not scared
Yeah.
of this nigga.
He has no like character development. It's just like he's evil. Like okay.
I mean, like technically he like
He
by
does,
the end he does.
But he does. Yeah, he
you
has a
know.
full. But even then, like okay, so like when you go from like Anakin to like Darth Vader, like but like in between where he becomes, when he
is Darth Vader.
Yeah, when he is Darth Vader. That's not seen until like episode 4, which that's like apparently like what 30, 40 years. The fuck he's been doing for 30 and 40 years. I want to know.
Right.
I want to know how terrifying this motherfucker is.
Cause like I'm like, bro, I felt like the fact that you just threw us in here,
Yeah.
you know, into this world without really much world building or anything.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I guess I'm supposed to be scared of this dude because he
Yeah.
has a breathing mask, you know.
But hey,
I mean, like, and he was wearing all black and shit, but he has a modulator,
yeah.
voice modulator. But I'm like, bro, like, I'm not scared of this nigga. Like,
Yeah.
I'm scared of Sidious. You know, like I'm like, okay, like I'm like he's the one that's actually pulling the strings
Yeah.
behind all this shit.
I'll be more scared of him. You
Him.
know what? I think he'll be ahead of Sirius. But we need to do like
Being honest.
a full top ranking, like how they
Yeah, oh
break it
yeah,
down.
yeah, like actual
But,
like rating.
Yeah, I would say the Mount Rushmore is like how I said it already.
Like we're being honest.
Yeah, I'll put it. I'll actually make a Photoshop version of it and put it on there.
Yeah.
But I think that's a good episode for right now. Not really how I wanted to cut this out, but
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that got touched on.
Yeah,
Pause.
it
Super pause right there.
did. Whoa. But yeah, thank you all for joining in on this other great episode of The Wise Guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and actually give us suggestions on what we should talk about next. That would really help us out, and see you on the next episode.